You're listening to a Canadian Movie Crew production.
Rocky IV is the story of Rocky Balboa taking on the Russian fighter Ivan Drago at the height of the Cold War. Or is it?
In this world, the story a movie gives you is the whole story. Or is it? It's the Or Is It Movie Podcast. And now, your hosts, Derek and Mean Mark.
Welcome back to the Or Is It Movie Podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Derek, and Mean Mark, unfortunately, still sick, but called in the utility player. I brought in the guys from the 70 versus the 80s podcast. You've heard their promos on our shows a lot recently. I'm so happy to have them back on the show. Mike and Brian, welcome back to the show. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. Sure. I know you needed to reach out for a weak hitting, poor fielding second baseman to fill in for Mean Mark, so we're good.
That's us. We're good at that.
Last time you guys were on, you brought us Smokey and the Bandit from the 70s. This time you're bringing us Rocky IV from 1985.
Yeah. Was it 80s enough? We thought we'd bring an 80s movie. Was this one 80s enough for you, Derek? I mean, did it fit the bill?
Oh, yeah. This is 80s enough. Yeah. We have a thing on the show. It's, the 90s. And then we have one, the 80s. Let's do it. Welcome to the show, Burt Young, Carl Weathers, which I thought has been on the show before but hasn't. Brigitte Nielsen, who hasn't been on the show before, and I thought she would have. And James Brown, welcome to the show for his cameo in this movie. Welcome back, three-timer, now four-timer Sylvester Stallone from Judge Dredd, Demolition Man. Sorry, three instead of four. Talia Shire from Rad. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Rad, the bike racing movie from, I think, 1987. Yeah. Tony Burton from Hook, and, of course, Dolph Lundgren, a four-time loser now on this show, from Masters of the Universe, Johnny Mnemonic, and Universal Soldier.
Wow.
We've pretty much covered all of his career.
That's got to be, that's got to be his whole career, because, wow.
That's all the big ones anyway. Did you guys, what's your history with this movie?
I saw it in the theater because I was just a huge Rocky fan. I actually saw Rocky 1 when I was 6 years old in the theater. And that's why I seen them all in the theater, and I'd see them like the first week they came out, and you'd just be like, oh, I can't believe he's coming out with another one when 3 came out, and then when 4 came out, you're like, he's still coming out with another one. And
well, 3 was really good.
Yeah, 3 was really good, yeah.
So I don't blame them for making another one, but Brian?
I would have just seen it when you're flipping through the channels, when you're bored and don't want to do anything else. You'd catch it playing, and fifth time around, deep network cut or deep cable. So, but it infatuated the pop culture. People at school probably talked about it when it came out. Like some kid named Mike would be talking about it because he was a big Rocky fan.
Yeah, that's how I saw it. I saw it on TBS when it finally came to Canada as part of our cable package.
Derek, do they show it in the marathon form in Canada, where they show all 4 movies in a row, like on TNT
Not
or something?
Not anymore. I think, TNT or like...
someone like that.
What was it called? What was Spike?
Turner.
What does Spike become?
Oh, yes.
Spike became the Nashville Network or something, or the Nashville Network? No,
I don't know what any channel's named anymore. They've all changed names.
They become... Anyway, I forget anyway, but yeah, no, some of them do Die Hard, some of them do Star Wars, like Sci-Fi will do Star Wars. That's a day where I can't ever get a hold of Mark. Let's get into this. This is, now, I don't know about you guys. I actually got, I downloaded or streamed two different movies, versions of this movie.
Yep.
I got the theatrical release and what they call the ultimate release.
What's that?
There's also a director's cut in which
And probably a director's cut.
Yeah.
in which he kind of like there's a lot less Bridget Nielsen because they were divorced at that time.
That's-
It'd be funny how that
That's
happens.
I actually watched that version. I watched the 2021 director's cut. The
So how did yours start?
very not with the gloves colliding. It cut that part out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. Did it start with just, I think it starts more of, because they do like Meanwhile back in the good Rocky movie with
They do.
remember-
right?
They
Yeah,
do a lot of
remember
Rocky
was
3.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I think the first I was looking. I think it was like the first 8 minutes were like Rocky 3, basically.
Yeah. It's a longer version of Rocky 3 at the beginning.
Yep.
And then it goes to Carl Weathers in the pool, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Whereas the theatrical one has Rocky 3, then they go to, I think, the robot.
And the robot is missing in the director's cut. He is.
It is.
He got completely cut out. Yeah.
As it should be.
Yeah.
That has no place in a Rocky movie.
And they also cut out. Remember when he gives Talia Shire, he gives her that little snake watch. That's cut out. The little watch shaped like a snake. Yeah. That's kind of.
So they, but unbelievably, they buy Polly. It's Polly's birthday, and they buy him a fully functioning android capable of not only speaking and understanding English, but fully communicating and responding.
Yeah. And
Maybe the Cold War is not the biggest thing in this movie.
And I think later you get some hints that I think Polly took the relationship a little bit farther than that, possibly. But
Oh, that kind of robot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It may have had some special modifications.
Oh,
well, I think it started out as a
now
boy,
I
and then
see why Mean Mark's embargoing this.
it started out as a boy robot, and then I think he hit the default to put it to female. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very glad you brought us this movie. Very timely, I think, in today's world. I do appreciate you coming on. It cost me 25% more to bring you on. So
I'm just going to ask if you have a spare basement that a
We
person
get
can
the-
live in.
Yeah, we do have a tariff on this podcast, so sorry about that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So in the movie, they got to, we can get through this movie really quickly because not much happens, but there's a lot to talk about.
It's like a video
Three
game.
things happen.
I thought
We could talk about it for an hour.
Yeah. So, Dolph Lundgren is Drago, Ivan Drago. He is the Russian super fighter. He's been enhanced by... they keep saying it's by science. It's obviously steroids.
Yeah, I think they just have that 1 second shot where he gets the plunger in his bicep, and that's the only reference they make. But it's strong enough, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, well, they hold on the stuff coming out of the tip of the needle.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But they also have all these other computers that, like, lights flash and everything. Because it's a good computer in the 80s when there's flashing lights all around it.
Yeah.
Of course. That's how you know that's some high-tech shit.
Yeah, Tony Stark wasn't around yet to have the Jarvis, and he can move it all around with his hands. He just had to have lights flashing.
Mhm.
You ever seen Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Near the thing is like scientists turning knobs and flashing lights and turning them, So Apollo sees that there's this news thing, and he's like, "Oh!" And they say, "Oh, this fight, whoever takes on Ivan Drago can make a lot of money in the thing." So he looking like Neil deGrasse Mike Tyson, I guess is
Neil deGrasse Mike Tyson.
This is a much smarter version of Mike
'cause he's got
Tyson,
the
or a
same
much
mustache, he's got the same
stronger,
haircut. Yeah,
much
but he's
stronger
built.
version of Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay,
That's
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah. I have a note here. Yeah, Rocky, the everyman, the blue-collar fighter turned world champion. He's from the streets. And just like all the guys from the streets, he has hired help to help him wash the dishes.
Yeah.
Very down to earth. So there's a lot of conversation that doesn't matter because, yes, Apollo's going to fight Drago.
You got to
In
kill
an
10
exhibition
minutes of the
match.
movie to set up that,
Yes.
to build it up.
Talia Shire says, Adrian said, no, you shouldn't. Rocky's like, oh, I don't know if I should, and blah, blah, blah. And Apollo wants the buyout, so. Then we get to the fight.
What about the intro coming into the fight?
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I don't give a shit about the fight.
Right,
Fuck the
no.
fight. Let's talk about this fucking intro with James Brown.
If James Brown's going to have a cameo in your movie, you know it's going to be a good scene.
Cameo, he does the entire fucking song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this isn't an abridged version of Living in America. This is the full tape track. This is
Yeah.
the full groove on the album.
And that was his last charting hit, and that's like, what, 15 years after the one before it or whatever? I mean,
Oh, really?
yeah, I mean, it came way late after his career was over,
Well,
basically.
I like to bring up the Blues Brothers a lot. If you listen to our podcast, you'll recognize that.
Yeah.
And so he had been his career was floundering when Aykroyd had him on the Blues Brothers, and he did that. The same thing. He did an entire, fantastic music number, well choreographed and everything. And that kind of re-sparked his career. And then it kind of, like you said, culminated in this fantastic version of
coming to
Living in America.
Yeah.
Living in America.
Coming to America.
Coming
Yeah.
to America.
not the movie, not the Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah. But like
Living in
Drago's in the ring watching this showgirls, dancers, backup singers, 16-piece orchestra, him coming down on a platform dressed up like Uncle Sam, and Drago looks scared in this movie.
You think he looks scared?
You know what I mean? Oh, he looks like he's a kitten and like in a box, and there's 17 adults all reaching their hand down. And he doesn't know where the hand that's going to grab him is coming from. You know what I mean? Like, he looks like, what the fuck is this people's problem?
So you're saying that they've got all these computers, he's enhanced by science, and yet they're not smart enough to keep it as the road team to stay in the locker room until the last possible minute.
Well, he's the challenger, so he has to come out.
Oh, yes.
Well, what do you guys think? I'm impressed with Dolph Lundgren's performance because he barely has any dialogue. I mean, maybe 18 words, but he acts quite a bit in this movie. And they like to show the close-ups of his eyes, like you guys are talking about, where he's looking around.
Face acting?
Well, I'm sure that's by design, because I remember when we did He-Man, or Masters of the Universe, I should say, they had to overdub
His accent?
his lines.
His
because-
Swedish, yeah, because he's Swedish.
The
Yeah,
dude's
because
really smart.
because he couldn't say the lines.
Yeah, he's really
And he's
smart.
He-Man.
Yeah,
And he's super smart, and he's like a PhD
yeah.
level genius and everything else. Great. Now, the one thing, since I have two Americans on the show, and I mean this with the utmost respect that I can. I mean, this whole thing was, American as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
This couldn't have been more American if George Washington and Abraham Lincoln were having a threesome with the Statue of Liberty and ejaculated apple pie and red, white, and blue fucking fireworks.
Yeah. With a V8 car running in the background.
Yeah. I just want to ask you a simple question, and I don't mean any disrespect, but as a non-American, not just as a Canadian, but a non-American, do you see it?
Do we see the
Do you see it how we see it? You know what I mean? Do you see how obnoxious it is?
No,
yeah, I
to
was
an
going to ask you
extent.
your opinion on it. As the non-American, no, we just saw it. Brian will tell you when we're going to grade school, like Russia bad, Russia the big evil. So
I get that.
So we just kind of saw it as us versus them. Is it man versus man, or is it East versus West? But yeah, I didn't. I guess the American stuff we're kind of mid Reaganomics here, and it just kind of that's how the 80s were. It was just all excessive.
Right.
So it seemed excessive, but it seemed to fit right in with what was going on at the time. I don't know. What did you think, Brian?
America's very self-centered. and doesn't necessarily. No, very. Right.
Nice.
And they're the girl who's a 7 but thinks she's a 10. And unapproachable. Everything they do is the best. Everything we do is the best. But then you look at the 1980 Olympic hockey, when basically what I say is basically the 1979 Minnesota Gophers college team beat the Russians in the Olympic hockey game, because it was Herb Brooks and it was
Neil
like
Broughton.
over half that team plus other people. Yeah, Neil Broughton. And that was an honest to God, that was a shock, right? Because no one really expecting a ragtag group of, college kids to beat the Russians because they're pros, and so we beat them.
Sure.
So it seems like that opened the floodgates for now the USA can do no wrong, when we're just another dumbass country like every other dumbass country that makes mistakes.
See, that's the thing, is like, take out the whole Russia thing. Okay, pretend Russia, the Cold War doesn't exist. Just that one song, and the pyro and the American flags and the patriotism. As a non-American, just so you know, it's a little fucking obnoxious.
Well,
It's a little annoying. A little.
I think that's what they were going for,
Little
though.
bit.
They were going for the
I think so. Yes. No. Absolutely.
Apollo Creed
Absolutely.
had this excessive, he wasn't prepared. He was more into the dancing, more into coming down and making the spectacle more than he was
Are
the
you
actual
saying that Sylvester Stallone wrote this as a treatise of how the Americans overreact on everything that they do, and so he made it so over the top because he was trying to make a point?
Now, I don't want you to steal my reason,
Oh,
but no, I'm just kidding.
fight.
Slightly, just checking. I just wanted to check to see if you guys were self-aware that
well,
maybe the rest of the world is.
Derek, I thought you might
Annoyed.
appreciate this scene, because basically, isn't it pro wrestling? I mean, they're boxing, but isn't this whole scene?
It is.
This whole scene's pro wrestling. I mean, substitute
yeah.
boxing for wrestling, but otherwise it's just pro wrestling, right?
Trust me, the fights in this movie are almost pro
Yeah,
wrestling.
yeah.
I mean, you look at you look at the one with Clubber Lang, and like Rocky grabs Clubber Lang with a boxing glove,
Yeah.
and like spins him around into the corner, and Clubber just goes.
Mhm.
There's no fight, right? He just goes. I'm
It's
like, okay, you're gonna whip him across into the corner too, and follow up with a clothesline, like.
the problem in sports movies, you said it with the beginning about the computer thing, right? Turning knobs and lights and computer,
Yeah.
because a computer does nothing. You just sit there and it does all the computations. You don't see anything. So we need visuals. Same thing with sports. A good boxing match is not going to be as visually appealing as being wild like a wrestling. A NASCAR movie, they're shifting gears 17 times more than they actually would be shifting gears. Every football game comes down to a 4th and 20, fantastic bomb. And so they have to do that to just make it more appealing than it is. I mean, sports, we watch sports, but you watch it just as much for the stories. The 1979 Gophers men's hockey team going up against the Russians. You're watching it because of the whole situation, not just for the hockey itself. Now, the movie can do that, but it seems like it wants to have everything be over the top, and so you need to have boxing matches that aren't really like boxing matches.
Yeah, it's
And
kind
so
of like
on
the
and
Super
so
Bowl
forth.
this year. It was pretty much decided by halftime. And it wasn't exciting as far as the game goes. So everyone just made everything about the halftime show, because that's all I ever heard about coming out of it. Well, anyway, so we go on, we get through the fight. It's supposed to be an exhibition fight, but Drago goes too far and basically kills Apollo Creed.
I mean, this
And the announcer goes, Creed is down. He could be badly hurt. You fucking think?
What'd you guys think about? Did you guys think Rocky held on to the towel too long there? Or when he got Duke, throw in the towel. I don't know why Duke didn't throw in a towel. He could have grabbed a towel and threw it in, but
Yeah, anyone could have thrown in a towel.
yeah.
No, Rocky, being a visionary,
on the
knows that
new
he has to
edits,
slay the dragon. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
Oh, I was gonna say, in the new edit, Sylvester Stallone kind of fixes this. He doesn't, like, on the new edit, Apollo Creed goes down. You know, like the first movie or the original movie, they're like throw in the towel. And the new edit, he goes down so fast, it's like Rocky was going to throw in the towel, but he just didn't have time.
Yeah.
So they kind of fixed it. They went back and fixed it. 25 years later. Yeah.
Yeah. And then after the match, she says, "Well, if he dies, he dies." And I'm like, "Oh, that's a pretty badass line." Like
that's a good line. That's a good line.
But then fade to funeral. I'm like, "Oh, okay. I guess he died." You're not going to take me back to the hospital. Beep, 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 beep. Build up that. Nope, just fucking dead. We got to move. Carl Weathers did not want to stick around on set that long.
Well, from what I heard, Carl Weathers and Dolph Lundgren dusted it up a couple times and had issues. So that's probably a lot.
They had
of
to
truth
stop
to
production for 4 days.
Yeah.
To give Carl Weathers back because he walked off set. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then did Sylvester
Drago.
Stallone have to play the peacemaker? And who does the best Sylvester Stallone?
I don't do a good one. I wish Mark was here.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Come
over, shake hands.
What was that from Judge Dredd?
If I had my aviator sunglasses, I could wear my Cobra.
Yeah.
He wore the same sunglasses for Cobra as the funeral scene here, I think. So
I'm so looking forward to, just before Mark got sick, we plan to do Over the Top. So that one's coming soon.
With Kenny Loggins wrote the song for that one. It's not as famous as other songs, but
yeah, and the weird child fetish, but we'll get to that later. So of course, after this fight, Drago is immediately expedited back to Russia pending the murder investigation. Oh no, wait, this is the 80s. No, he's not. He's allowed to just go. He murdered a man in the ring. Why is he allowed to go? There's not even a police investigation. There's no mention of anything. He murdered him.
Oh, what about, I think the biggest hole, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the script has a couple holes in it. But what about Rocky?
Like Swiss cheese.
Rocky goes in and grabs Apollo and he's laying on his lap and he's like, somebody get a doctor. I mean, there's EMTs like feet away in every single box, even if it's a low level box, even if it is a fake fight like this one, there's still going to be medics right on
There's still
ringside.
a doctor in the house.
Yeah, you had to scream for 5 minutes and we never did see the medics make it there. It's like,
and then they do an interview with him dying on the mat. He does the whole if he dies, like an interview with like Joe Rogan after the match. Well, fucking
recording a podcast
lying.
while he's dying.
And he's fucking dying right there at his feet. Well, if
We're here live with Ivan Drago after the big exhibition, and so
that ending was pretty weird. You seemed to killed him.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on him dying in the ring?
Don't you think there's way too much dying in the ring these days? Your thoughts? All right. So anyway, I don't know if this was in the director's cut or not, but there was a useless scene where Rocky, previously he gives up the title because he's still the champion.
mm-hmm.
And he goes on a car ride in the middle of the night through what I assume is Philadelphia. And as we all know, Philadelphia at night, void of people. No one on the streets of Philadelphia. Thank you, Bruce Springsteen. In the middle of the night, no one. So he's able to drive around and he's reminiscing in his head and blah, blah, blah. But they show his license plate. Did you catch it?
Oh, Southpaw? Sort of. It was spelled wrong.
Southpaw. It's Sothpaw. Southpaw. I figured this was Rocky ordering that license plate over the phone. And that's what the guy at the DMV heard.
I said
Okay,
Southpaw.
that's brilliant.
I said Southpaw.
Because the truth,
Southpaw.
the truth is most jurisdictions only allow 7 characters, and so you couldn't
really?
put the
That's what
full thing
I
in there.
thought. That's what
But this,
I like Derek's
this
answer
is
better.
so much better.
I want Southpaw. Could you spell that? Spell the way it's normally
The normal
spelled. all right, yeah, sure, I'll get it.
So what do you
And then
guys
maybe
think?
he's been hit in the head so many times that when he gets it, he doesn't look at it. He just puts it on the car.
So
Well, no, he has people to do that for him, even though he's a working guy
That's
up
true.
on the streets.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you guys think of this little montage where Rocky's grinding through the gears there and I'm not talking about the gears in his head, he's doing it in the car, but what do you guys think of this little MTV montage there? I'm surprised it made it to the director's cut. He still has it in, yeah.
Yeah. Yawn.
Yeah.
I mean, all this movie is like 33% montage.
It actually, somebody added it up
Literally,
and it actually is
33, yeah, so it's 31.9.
Yeah.
Padding, yeah, let's put it that way. Padding, much like the front of his tights. Yeah, padding.
This has got to.
Put it
Do you think
that
this is the most montagiest movie ever? If that's a word, I think it's got to be, right?
I think this movie set the standard. Didn't
Yes,
it?
Yeah,
yes.
it's yeah.
Like that's what
became
the South
acceptable.
Park guys said that in their movie. Even Rocky had a montage, you know.
Yeah.
And that's all I have. Like they go to Russia, so he's going to fight Drago in Russia.
Yeah. More montages.
because Drago can't get a fair fight in the States.
Yeah.
So we'll go to Moscow. Sure, that'll be totally fair.
So I'm divorced. Both you guys are married. So how would this work when they go up to Adrian on the front lawn and they're like, what about your husband going to Russia on Christmas? He can only do it on Christmas Day. He can only do the fight in Russia. He's not getting paid for it. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I would like you guys to explain to me, would you do that to you? How would that go over if you guys did that to your wife?
Oh, and announce it before talking to my wife about
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, hell fuck no.
We'd be like Apollo.
Yeah,
Throw in the towel. Throw in the
Yeah,
towel.
yeah. Yeah. The face would be just as bloodied. Yeah. And my wife is a pacifist. She doesn't even like arguing with me. No, she'd fucking kill me. Yeah, no, it's a good point. And that's another thing too, is like Russia's made out to be this big evil country. Oh, big village, oh, Red Scare. Adrian goes.
Yeah.
And I guess they tell her exactly where he is.
Yeah, he's
Or
out
they
in the
take it.
rural wilderness doing another montage with, old
Listen
tractor
to the
equipment
montage
and-
music. That's how she found
and
him. She just
stuff
followed
like
the
that,
montage music.
Oh, it's coming from the east. Let's go that way. We followed the helicopter with the camera following him around. That's what they did.
I guess
Ask the locals. Is there a guy who can barely speak English walking around picking up old tractor equipment? Oh yeah, he's right over there.
It's Russia. That's half of our country. Yeah.
I thought they
Well,
did
they
a
don't
good job of
speak
making that
broken
look
English.
like Russia was actually Jackson Hole, I guess. Wyoming.
Well, yeah.
Jackson Hole, yeah. Which is,
Was it really?
if you've ever been there, it is pretty barren like Russia, so that might be a good choice.
Well, I love it too how Paulie is out there and he's like all upset. Oh, I can't watch this thing. I can't watch this. Blah, blah, blah. This is a shithole. And he trips on the snow
Yeah.
because being a Philadelphian, he's never seen snow.
Not Russian snow. That's
Not
steroid
Russian
snow.
snow.
That's snow on steroids.
That's snow that's been through all the training and all the science and all the blinky lights. Yeah.
Montage, yeah.
Yeah, montage for the snow. So if you haven't seen these, I mean, now I wrote this down. One of the songs is "No Easy Way Out" by Robert Tepper.
Yeah.
You guys are music guys. Do you know Robert Tepper? From my research, he's never done. This was the first big hit he had, and he's basically not done anything since.
Yeah. He was
no
with
idea who he
somebody.
is.
I was going to look that up and I forgot, but he was with, yeah, you're right though. It's like his only song.
Band or something, but
And everybody thinks it's Survivor. I always forget and think it's Survivor, but it's not. Yeah.
the next one is "Burning Heart" is Survivor.
Yep.
Um,
And then Hearts of Fire. I get those two songs mixed up because they're,
yes, that's the next one. That's John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
do you know what movie he did the full soundtrack for?
No.
It's a movie you probably heard of, but I've never watched. Eddie and the Cruisers. Have you guys ever heard of that?
I've heard of the movie.
I've heard of
Yeah,
it.
he
Yeah.
did the full soundtrack for that.
I think that's a stay tuned on this show. That might make it here.
So Robert Tepper, he did 2 years in Iron Butterfly, but in 90 to 92. So basically, he was the replacement for the original people
Wow.
Oh,
in
okay.
Iron Butterfly. So again, you should never have heard of him other than this one song in Rocky. So don't beat yourself up if you're mad at yourself for not knowing Robert Tepper.
This is the Hood Rat Recap,
We got a great show for you.
a podcast about the best bar band in the land, man.
The Hold Steady.
Of the band that you love, we love.
We do this because we love it, but we also love that you love it. And if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here.
I could talk Hold Steady all night.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
The Hood Rat Pack has assembled.
Kevin is whatever. Kevin, how you doing today?
Stage right, Mike on the mic, and Hart. That majestic noise can only be the unified scene's very own King of Queens, Gasper.
Gasper, why don't you tell them where they can find us on social media?
Best place to find us for our social media or pretty much anything Hood Rat Recap podcast is our link tree, which is linktr.ee/the Hood Rat Recap.
We're your steady stream of the unified scene, of the news and reviews.
I'm Gasper. That's Mike. That's Kevin. And us guys and all you guys and gals. We are all the Hood Rat Recap.
And Kenny Loggins actually has half a song in here too with Gladys Knight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't even know if it makes it to the movie Double or Nothing with Gladys Knight and Kenny Loggins. I don't know if they played 5 seconds of it in the movie or not, but not very much.
Maybe it's a credit song or something. But the third credit song.
Yeah.
For the janitor sweeping up in the theater. That's the only people that hear that song.
Yeah, because this is long before we stayed to
Before
the
Easter eggs at the end.
I gotta say, this whole staying after the credits thing is berserk. I went to see Heart Eyes, the romantic comedy slasher film the other day. And as soon as the movie was over, even if it's a Marvel movie, I get up and I leave.
Yeah.
If there's an after credits thing, I'll look online. I gotta pee. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I got shit to do. They were staying through the credits for Heart Eyes, and I'm like,
Oh.
why? It's not even that good of a movie. What are you? Is there a Hard Eyes extended universe?
And it's not like you're at a
Anyway.
hockey game or something where you're waiting for most of the crowd to filter out. So you're not just going to
Sure.
be waiting in line, going down the aisles, waiting in line to go out the door, waiting in line to get to the, your vehicle or
Well,
whatever.
especially not on a Tuesday matinee.
That's what I hate those Marvel movies when they let you know beforehand. They're like, the first after credit scene, not very good, but you got to stay for the second one. I'm like, how many after credit scenes am I going to sit through? I'm not sitting for the second one.
The after credit scene, especially the one at the ends of the Marvel movies, for me are either a joke so bad it's like so dumb it's not even funny,
Yeah.
or something a reference so nerdy I'm not going to know it.
And you're like, I sat.
There's people in the theater going to go, oh my god! I'm going to go,
Huh?
who the fuck is that guy? But anyway,
Yeah. I got a urinary tract infection holding my pee for this. It's like,
yeah. It's like, dude, I gotta go. But anyway, sidetrack over. We're talking about Rocky 4. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's a running scene where Rocky is running through the thing, and he's running in front of the car. The Russian guys is chaperones, which don't do anything. Like, they make a big deal when they first get there. They're like, these are your chaperones. Where you go, they go. Capiche? And then, but they don't do anything. They don't amount to anything.
oh, I disagree, Derek. This is
Controversy.
the Cold World era, that they were supposed to represent the repression that all Soviet citizens must have by having Big Brother watch over them. While in America, we're free to have our montages whenever we want, our musical montages. So that's the
Gotcha.
disparity between the two countries. Also, why did they have SUVs? There's like 8 feet of snow, and he gets his Mercedes stuck. Are they going to get that out? It's stuck on both sides. He gets it stuck on both sides of the ditch at the same time. There's no way they're going to get that out.
Well, it's really hard to catch a guy when he's running in fast forward. I don't know if you noticed that, but he was running a lot faster right before they crashed the car, and then he just kind of jogs away.
You got to watch.
I
Cliff-
learned that from the end. Oh, Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, go ahead, Brian.
I learned that from the end scenes of Benny Hill.
Yeah.
They should have the Benny Hill music. No,
Yeah.
in Cliffhanger, Sylvester Stallone runs in slow motion at the beginning. You got to watch this. And his face is, he's had a little work done because his face is moving in different directions as he's running. It's like,
I can't imagine that slack jaw running in slow motion.
you got to watch it. Just watch it on YouTube.
I've never seen Cliffhanger.
Oh, you guys should cover it. It'd be.
We should. Oh, trust me. Like Dolph Lundgren, Sylvester Stallone is a treasure trove for us.
Yes, yep.
Especially 90s Stallone.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's running his training. He's training his ass off, and his trainers are just there, just standing and watching. Harder. Okay, lift more.
I thought Duke's advice was, Duke's like, no pain, no pain. That's his whole job, to sit there and go, no pain. It's easy for you. You're not doing an upside down sit up, Duke, but.
And I love too how he's doing the weightlifting, and then they show Ivan Drago doing the weightlifting, and Ivan Drago's, he's got like a barbell with 700,000 pounds
sensors
on it.
on it, yeah.
And then and the sensors, and it's like blah blah blah. And then but they cut back to Rocky, and he's got
Boulders.
No, he's got the I don't even know
rig saw, or not rig saw.
Yeah, it's like a rickshaw type thing, but a horse rickshaw type thing. And he's got he's got Adrian and the two trainers in there, and he's lifting it up, and I'm like, it's designed to be easy to be picked up.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I was
that's not hard for him.
Counterbalance.
Yeah, the counterbalance, yeah.
Yeah. Like
only 10% of your weight should be on the tongue of it, so
yeah. It should be out like he should be lifting the weight near his face, not at the other end. Like it's on a wheel, for fuck's sakes. That makes it so easy to pick up. All right. Whatever. Yeah. Drawing the sled and everything else and lifting the rocks. Yes, that looked hard. But just that one, I was like,
And they never say how long he's there, but Rocky's got like a full-on beard. Do you guys think like Paulie packed enough clothes, or were they doing, I don't think they were doing laundry when they were there. Must have had a scrub board in the snow or something, but.
That's what I'm thinking. Scrub board with the snow on top of a fire and the thing. And Paulie's just bitching the whole way. He's like, God damn it, I should have brought my robot. So finally get to the fight. It's the big fight day. We get the Russian national anthem, I assume. Not familiar with the national. It could be fucking their version of James Brown living in Russia. I don't know.
He's the Beatles back in the USSR.
There you go. Go dated reference. So they and his kid is watching at home. Pay-per-view, I guess. Is pay-per-view around in 85? I don't think so.
Closed circuit thing.
Yeah,
so it might
closed
have
circuit
been around.
maybe.
Could have been on Wide World of Sports. They would like to, but then it would be at a different time. They would act like it was live when it wasn't recorded. Yeah.
Jim McKay here. We're in Moscow.
Let's go to a commercial break. There's no action here. Yeah.
But first, we have to have barrel jumping.
Yeah. And the kid goes, so the Rocky comes out, and this kid, who I guess, who's watching him? Maid, I guess?
Yeah.
The robot.
The robot, yeah, probably. There you go. Go to your room. Clean up this mess. He goes, so he sees Rocky come out, he goes, that's my dad. And the other kid's like, yeah, no shit, nerd.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no shit. Who else could afford to buy a fucking robot? Like, no shit. You're the richest guy in town.
This was all cut out in the director's cut. He basically cut his son out of the director's cut, yeah.
And he shouldn't be there anyway. Like,
No, yeah.
it's such a nothing burger. It's like, and so the fight starts, and Rocky's getting his ass kicked. Comes back, blah blah blah. Fight. Finally, it comes to Drago at the beginning of one of the rounds. I guess he's trying to make like a good guy face turn. He goes, no, I fight for me, or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't fight for her, I fight for me, or whatever. I don't know what that means. I've watched this entire movie. I don't know what this means.
I think his corner people are trying to, the whole country is like resting in you got to beat the American, right? The American who doesn't have the technological advantage of you. And he's just like, no, I'm fighting for myself. I don't know that, like you said, that really means anything.
No.
Because...
Well, once again, I disagree.
Yeah, please.
Controversy.
I think they're trying to show, Sylvester Stallone's such a worldly mind here. I think he's trying to show, like, how America's all individualism of America against this Soviet system, but then they're trying to show, like, what happens when you try to be an individual in the Soviet system, or maybe it was just bad writing, one of those two.
No, now I get it, because the whole montage, right, it's the team of scientists and the science and everything. He's got every advantage. The system is helping him out, whereas Rocky and his, couple people are out in the wilderness, fast motion running in front of cars, doing it by himself. That whole montage sets it up.
What did you guys think of this gray? I wanted to ask you before we get into this. The fight scenes were shot in Canada, Vancouver.
Of course it was.
What's going on with the lighting? It looks like they're in an abandoned warehouse. I thought like a rave was going to break out. It looks like Studio 54, 1985. It's just like, I mean, does it look like an arena, or don't they look like they're in an abandoned warehouse? Like, I understand they're trying to...
I literally thought that they were in a... I don't see. Well, you guys are Minnesotans, so you might understand, like a AA hockey team arena.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not NHL, not AAA, AA, and then they just outfitted it, everything. Because the lights aren't great.
The light cycle.
Except for the ones, except for the ones on the ring, which obviously the production company made. But you go out, and the Russians are sitting in like a skybox, which, you know what I mean? Which is probably like either for the press or the owner of the team.
Gorbachev's sitting up there. Oh, Brian.
Yeah, I guess it's Gorbachev, I guess.
Because I think he's supposed to have the little thing in his face. I think Brian has to leave for a second, but...
Okay. I should keep going. Yeah, it's so weird. I did think that, it was like a minor league hockey. I was expecting like some kind of big fluffy mascot character to come out and just be in the stands cheering on,
Yeah.
like shooting a t-shirt cannon or something. I don't know if they were around in the 80s, but like a Drago t-shirt, I must break you, that kind of thing on the shirt.
Yeah. And what do you think about this? I think it's a great shot, actually, as we're I don't know if it's in this scene or the first or the Apollo Creed fight, but when Brigitte Nielsen and Drago's manager, they're very intimately sharing a cigarette together, and they're both smoking.
That was weird.
I thought it was a good shot, but it was weird. You're right. Yeah.
That's odd. That's very odd.
And
I thought when I saw that, I was like, okay, it's a good shot, but like neither one of them look away. He just takes it out of his mouth.
Yeah, like they're very familiar with doing that. Like you can,
yeah. And it's his wife. Like how are they that close? Like that's, look, I'm former smoker for like over 20 years. You don't do that.
You didn't share cigarettes with your boss's wife.
No, you don't share cigarettes. That's unless it's a fetish. You know what I mean? Some kind of fetish. I don't know.
And let's remember, she's supposed to be like a 2-time world champion swimmer. How many swimmers champions smoke? Like, and you can tell she's really good at it.
Yeah.
She's very comfortable with it. It's not like she's trying something to be naughty. It's like,
to be fair, this is the 80s.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay. You're still smoking in doctors' offices back then. So who knows? I don't know if you guys had it, but there's one point after his big I fight for myself speech, the round starts and Drago and Rocky meet in the middle of the ring, and Drago says something, and I went back and listened to it. He says, yeah.
Wow.
Was there ever anything underneath it that said what he acted, like a translation to what he said? On
closed
your
captioning.
Copy? Like a closed captioning.
I don't think it made it to my copy that I just watched, but
because it wasn't on mine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, he just said, yeah. And I have no idea what that means. And you paused the movie for him to say that, which means it's important.
So no, Nets no, and
It was more like, yeah.
Right.
I was like,
like a no way kind of thing, or
I don't speak Russian. I have no idea.
I took 2 years of Russian in high school, but that was in 1987 and 1988. So
to counter the spies, you're going to be a spy, were you?
I was going to be a spy.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, too bad, because Rocky solved the Cold War here at the end of this fight. He beat
That's
Drago.
why I changed my career path.
Yeah. He single-handedly ends a decades-long Cold War, brings capitalism to the former communist USSR, and forever changes the foreign policy of the Russian government going forward. Clearly.
I think it was
100%.
I think it's just because of that amazing
diplomacy.
speech, If I can change, you can change, and we all change. It's just like,
you can change, and I can change, and we can all change, and I need change for the bus, and need to change of clothes, and
everyone in
change
that
the
double
world
A
by
hockey
Michael
arena heard
Jackson,
it.
and
Took it to
what
heart.
the
you
fuck?
get Gorbachev to stand up and start applauding.
Oh, the slow clap.
Yeah, the slow clap.
Oh, great standby in 80s and 90s sports movies. The slow clap. Oh, just, yes. Got to do the slow clap. Like, come on. Like, if that was actually happening and they were, first off, they wouldn't be cheering Rocky. The Russians would not be cheering Rocky. They're cheering Rocky like that Mario commercial back in the Mario. Sorry,
What's
go
your
dated reference?
What's your hockey team you cheer for, Derek?
Ottawa Senators.
Right. So if the let's say probably what
The Leafs came to town.
the
We started cheering
the
for
Leafs and someone said some speech. Yeah, your whole entire
If you can change, we can
they're not
change.
happening.
If
Yeah.
we can be Leaf fans and you can be Leaf fan, we can all be Leaf. No, we can't. Sorry.
No. There would be beer bottles raining
there's
after
Ryan
the
Reynolds
ice.
up there doing a slow clap. Yeah. All right. That's a Canadian reference. Sorry. Okay, you know the whole saga of him trying to buy. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, good. See, this is why I bring them on the show, folks. They're intelligent Americans. Anything more in the movie? Any notes we haven't got to?
I don't think so. My notes were montage.
Montage.
Yeah, I think we need to close with a montage here.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to have to do. Is I'm going to do a montage of this show here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Just a whole bunch of different quotes under Heart of Fire or whatever.
Well, what? Oh, just one last thing. What do you think? There's some. I don't know what the least realistic scene was, but what about him climbing that mountain with the little, no gloves, no hat, just a little cute Hugo Boss leather jacket? Is it like a Banana Republic jacket? That's not even a warm
What's
jacket.
with Hugo Boss? First off, Hugo Boss getting a huge shout out in this movie. He's wearing Hugo Boss at ringside during the Apollo fight. He's wearing Hugo Boss all over Russia. Okay.
Got blood on his Hugo Boss when he was going, is there a doctor in the...
Yeah. Yeah, no, clearly, yeah, he's doing this in sort of when it's snowing in like late March, early April in Canada, where it's still warm and you don't need a heavy coat, but their snow still is on the ground. So, yeah, that's, and obviously it's Canada. It's clean. But anyway. Just a few things on this movie. It has been calculated, like we said before, Rocky IV is 31.9% montages, which is nearly a third of the film. It is the fifth sequel in history to gross over $300 million worldwide. So shut our mouths. The other four, do you think we can guess what the other four are, if you haven't looked it up already?
I bet you Rocky 3 would be one of them. No,
Rocky.
This did better than Rocky 3, though, yeah.
Yeah.
This was maybe the top grossing Rocky.
Yeah, I think it
series.
was.
Yeah.
So just any sequels? It's like
Aliens?
it's
Any
like,
sequels,
like
yeah.
Avatar.
No.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back is one of them. And also,
Return of the Jedi.
there you go.
I don't know. What's the Lord of the Rings? I don't know those sequels.
No. This is by 1985. So Temple of Doom
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and First Blood Part 2.
Ooh.
Rambo, First Blood Part 2.
Sylvester Stallone
Okay.
gets two of them.
From that time frame.
Two of them. The soundtrack for Rocky IV was nominated and won a Razzie for Worst Musical Score in 1985.
Oh. If you would have put Frank
And
Stallone.
Rocky's...
Talk about the easiest voting you ever had to do for an award.
I want to see what it was up against, to be honest. I should look that up. And No Shit Sherlock Magazine here, Rocky's iconic speech after his fight with Drago was improvised. Yeah, he came up with all of that right off the top of his head.
He came up with
Isn't that amazing?
all
So you
five
think
of
when he was-
those words right from the top of his head.
He was
That's some
pouring
method
over
acting,
the
though.
script, trying to be different than the previous one, where the hardworking underdog is going to come to win. That he's like, I can't nail that down. I'm just going to have to see where I'm at when I'm in the ring, when I'm in the middle of the scene, and just let it blow out for me.
Yeah, because I'm not waiting for the Oscars to make my political message. I'm going to make it in the fucking movie. So, all right. Well, this is time of the show where we try to find the real story behind the story. Who wants to go first?
I
When
can
we
go.
were on, yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Wait. So sorry. Is this the part where we say, or is it?
Yeah, or is
Okay. So I was going to say, is this movie about man versus man? Or is it about East versus West? Or is it the Hugo Boss page in the 1985 JCPenney fall catalog?
It's in my wish book. I'm circling.
I was stumped
Ryan?
to come up with a good one because I was just,
Uh-oh.
yeah. So it's like, or is it? I was going to do, or is it?
Do
You know-
AI dating the robot? Or is it the first AI
Well,
dating?
or is it Rocky 3 set in the Cold War, or is it Rocky 2 set in the Cold War, or is it Rocky set in the Cold
set in
War,
the Cold War.
or is it Hoosiers set in the Cold War, or
Yeah.
is it Rudy set in the Cold War? Any underdog story, but it's set in the Cold War.
I was going to say, I was going to have you keep going. I'll say, okay, we're going to mute you for now. We'll come back to you.
And I'd be still going
He's doing
on.
a montage.
At the end of the show, when I finish off the show, you'll just be doing, okay, this is Little Giants set
Yeah,
in the
any-
Cold War, Sandlot set in the Cold War,
Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks in
Just
the Cold
Put some
War.
montage music behind it. That'd be awesome.
I've got two. I've got it the latest and greatest in scientific advancements for the benefit of humankind. And by that, I mean the fucking robot AI. Fuck the steroids and all the fucking computers. It's just, you had AI in 1985.
And I think it was AI dating too, because I think Paulie was doing more than just swiping right on that
Yeah.
robot, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He found an exhaust port. That's what he did. That's for you, Mark. Or is it in Soviet Russia, a bad movie makes fun of you?
That's good.
Just because I figured you guys would get that reference.
Gotta love a little bit of Yakov Smirnoff.
Oh. So, guys, Mike, Brian, thank you again for very much for coming on. Go ahead, plug your show. Where can they find you?
Yeah. So you want to go, Brian, or get me? You know.
Well, I was just say it's kind of a trip down memories lane for the 70s and 80s. We bounce from topic to topic, whatever kind of spike, hits our fancy, or if we have some memories, we just want to talk about it because those are some of the great decades growing up. Of course, it's because we grew up in them. Life has changed since then, so it's just a walk down memory lane and
A little bit.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
And we get to, all the stuff that we did before that was recorded by everyone with a camera phone. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Thank God.
But just be ready for the controversy. We talk about very controversial stuff like Mario Brothers versus Mario Kart, and I just had a very controversial moon boot segment, so it gets very controversial sometimes. That's all I can say.
Now, is moon boots different than moon shoes?
What are moon shoes? It's probably the Canadian.
The ones, yeah. Well, no. They were the ones where like you bounce as you talk, as you walk. As you talk,
those are
as you
different.
walk.
Those are different.
Those
Yeah,
are
these are
different.
like
Moon-
the puffer jackets, but as a boot.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if you know what Ace Frehley from Kiss, what he wore on his feet.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look it up. By the way, I was at work. I was listening to your show like I normally do, walking the halls of the hotel, doing my spot checks on each floor. And you were talking about Gene Hackman, who sadly passed away recently. And I believe it, Brian said, oh, he starred in the first 3 Superman movies. No, he didn't. He starred in 1, 2, and 4.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
3 was Richard Pryor with the other guy that.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there like,
we
no,
are-
he's not.
we are
I was, like,
welcome-
yelling.
We welcome the criticism, and we take it to heart, and we will adjust, and we will admit when we're Americans that can admit when we're wrong.
Such a rarity.
But
Because
you can,
we have
You should run
legendary
for president.
research.
I mean, nothing.
I'd be afraid I'd win and have to be president.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, you can catch our podcast on the same you can catch our podcast on the same player you're listening to this fine podcast on. So,
Yeah. Spotify, iTunes, everything. Guys, listen to them because they're great and they're fun. They put it every couple of weeks. And lately we've been putting out shows like one right after each other too,
yeah.
which is so weird. And it's not even planned. So, all right. Well, as far as us, you can take a look. Film Study should be coming back pretty soon. Go like that one and rate us on Spotify and iTunes. We're trying to grow. So that's going to about do it for Rocky 4. I'm Derek.
I'm Mike on the mic.
I'm Spunky Comstock. Thanks for having us, Derek.
You're very welcome. Join us next time. We'll take a look at the story of a middle-aged Englishman who grew up attempting to grab the breasts of any and all women he came across. It's the movie version of the classic Charles Dickens tale in David Copperfield.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with the Tale of Two Titties.
Yeah, let's do-
David Copperfield is even better.